Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to study phenol. We are going to study the methods of preparation of phenol. So this is going to be a short video. We will only cover the methods of preparation of phenol. Okay, so give the heading phenol and write methods of preparation. So phenol. The structure of phenol is like this. If you see the structure of phenol, here is a benzene ring, okay, and here it is OH. This is the structure of phenol. You can also call it as aromatic alcohol. Okay, so we are not going to focus on this. We are going to focus on the methods of preparation of phenol. The first process, which is the industrial process for the manufacture of phenol, it is from the chlorobenzene. Okay, this process is from the chlorobenzene. You can also call it from haloarine. Okay, so methods of preparation of phenol from haloarine. Okay, so let's see the method. The method is nothing, just we take chlorobenzene like this. This is chlorobenzene. Okay, this is chlorobenzene. We are going to treat it with sodium hydroxide, NaOH, at 623 Kelvin. Remember the conditions, and at 300 atmosphere of pressure. Okay, and we get a thing which is called the sodium phenoxide, like this, which looks like this, ONA. This is called your sodium phenoxide. This is chlorobenzene. We treat it with sodium hydroxide in presence of 623 Kelvin of temperature and 300 atmosphere pressure. Okay, and we get sodium phenoxide. Now when you perform acidification of sodium phenoxide, acidification with HCl, we get our required product, which is phenol, like this, OH, here one, here. So this is my phenol. Okay, and this is the industrial process. That is, in the industry this process is used. Okay, and this process also has a name, which is called the Dawes process. So let's write here, also called Dawes process, right? Okay, so this was all about the preparation of phenol from haloarine. Next we will discuss about the other methods of preparation. So copy it up to this much. Okay, the next process of preparation of phenol is from benzene. Now from benzene we can prepare phenol in two steps. First is we can treat it by concentrated H2SO4, that or the you call the fuming H2SO4, which is the oleum H2S2O7, which is this one. And we can also prepare phenol from benzene by performing the diazotization reaction, which will be done after this. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. We take benzene is looking like this. Okay, we treat it with fuming H2SO4, fuming H2SO4. Now fuming H2SO4 is also called oleum, OLEUM, or you can say H2S2O7. Oleum has the chemical formula of H2S2O7. Now when you treat benzene with fuming H2SO4 or oleum, whatever you say, you get this one. This is called the benzene sulfanic acid, H plus SO3 minus. Okay, now when you treat H plus SO3 minus with sodium hydroxide, okay, when you treat it with sodium hydroxide, you get like this. This is NaSO3, and as a result of this, water is being eliminated. See, this H plus is getting combined with this OH minus, so as a result water is being eliminated. Now this is called sodium benzene sulfonate. Okay, Now we will again treat this compound or sodium benzene sulfonate with 2 times with or 2 moles of NaOH. So let's write here 2 NaOH, and the temperature with which we are treating it is 623 Kelvin. Right? Now when you treat this one with sodium hydroxide or 2 moles of sodium hydroxide, we get again the same thing which we obtained in the previous process. It is called sodium phenoxide. Now perhaps you know how to obtain the phenol from the sodium hydroxide, that is sodium phenoxide, that is by performing acidification with HCl. I am writing here, I hope it's visible, acidification with HCl. Now when you take sodium phenoxide and perform acidification with HCl, you get your required product, which is phenol. Okay, remember the condition here that it is 623 Kelvin. Okay, now this is also an industrial process, but the main industrial process is from the haloarine, which is the Dawes process. So copy it up to this much. After this we will see another process where you prepare phenol from the diazotization process. So copy it. So the next process of the preparation of phenol from benzene is the diazotization process. Now you can write here in words, you can write about the reaction which we are going to perform. We take diazotization, we perform the diazotization of aniline followed by treating with warm water. Okay, so this I just wrote the process in words. Now see what's happening in this process. Now for this you take aniline. Aniline looks like this. Okay, aniline you take or you perform diazotization. How is diazotization performed? Diazotization is performed at a very cold temperature from 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. Okay, now 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. Okay, now what are the reagents you take? You take NaNO2 plus HCl, and the attacking reagent which is occurring in this diazotization we will learn in the amines chapter. It is the nitrosonium ion. Okay, so for the time being you remember that after this from aniline we perform diazotization with this NaNO2 plus HCl at 0 to 5 degrees centigrade, and as a result of which we get diazonium salt. You can also call it as benzene diazonium salt, which is looking like this, N2 plus and Cl minus. Okay, now when you treat this benzene diazonium salt with water, okay, water has to be warm water, H2O warm. Okay, we obtain our required product, which is benzene. This is my required product, which is benzene. Phenol, right? So what I did, this was my aniline. I performed diazotization with NaNO2 plus HCl at 0 to 5 degrees centigrade, and we obtained a salt, and this is called the benzene diazonium salt. Benzene diazonium salt. Okay, and when you treat it with warm water, you get phenol. Okay, so you can write it here, phenol. Okay, so copy it up to this much. After this we will learn about the process of preparation of phenol from cumin, which is called the isopropyl benzene. So copy it. So the next process which we are going to learn about the preparation of phenol is from cumin, which is also called isopropyl benzene. So let's write here from cumin. Alright, now cumin is also called isopropyl benzene. Just a minute. Okay, so cumin is also called isopropyl benzene. You can write over here isopropyl isopropyl, PROPYLE, isopropyl benzene. I hope you can guess from this name how is the structure of cumin looking like. Okay, so from cumin, which is also called the isopropyl benzene. So this process, in this process we can write it theoretically in this way: we perform aerial oxidation of cumin. Okay, so as a theoretical thing you can write this, the process. Okay, so copy it. Now if you want to know about the preparation of cumin, then we do nothing, we take a benzene ring. Do not take a benzene ring, actually this is benzene. Okay, now let's do it in a proper way. So this is my benzene. Now in benzene we take this one, CH3 propene, CH3 CH double bonded CH2, and as a result of this we get cumin. This is cumin. All right, this is called cumin. Now in this we take H3PO4 as a catalyst, CATALYST, and this is called the this is also called the Friedel-Crafts alkylation, the Friedel-Crafts mechanism which is followed here. So Friedel-Crafts, FRIEDEL, Friedel-Crafts alkylation. So clear. So this is my cumin. You can also call this as the preparation of phenol from benzene, whatever like that. Okay, so this was my cumin. Now I will perform the aerial oxidation of cumin. Now see, let's what's happening here. From cumin, aerial oxidation means the action of oxygen. So in the air oxygen is present, so oxygen will act on this cumin, and as a result of which cumin hydroperoxide will be formed. So, and aerial oxidation means there will be also presence of light, so you can write here H nu, and this thing occurs by the free radical mechanism. So let's write here free radical mechanism. All right, this thing occurs by the free radical mechanism. So after the action of the oxygen and H nu on the cumin, we get cumin hydrogen peroxide. So it looks like this. This is my benzene ring, right, and CH3 where enter thing will remain the same. This is C, this is CH3. Now here this H will be removed, and as a result of which OH will be added. See, it looks like this, O, and here will be H. Now this is the new thing which is being formed. Okay, now this thing I will treat it with H2O or water. Okay, H2O. Now see, when you perform or when you treat this thing with H2O, it has to be the H2O which is acidic. Okay, so you have to write here H plus. Okay, so as a result of which water will be eliminated. See how the water looks like. It will be not water will be eliminated, this thing will be eliminated. I'm sorry, this thing will be eliminated. This entire thing will be eliminated. Okay, now if this thing is eliminated, see what is remaining. So if this thing is eliminated, this OH will be coming down, right? So let's write here, if that OH comes down, it will be my phenol only, right? And the thing which is eliminated, see here it will be a minus charge, and so a bond will be formed here. As a result, acetone will be formed. So let's write here CH3 C double bond O CH3. This is acetone. Done. So This was about the method of preparation of your phenol from your cumene or the isopropyl benzene. What we do, it's simple. We take benzene, if you see here, we take benzene, we treat it with your propene in presence of H3PO4, which is the phosphoric acid. This is the Friedel-Crafts alkylation. We get cumene or the isopropyl benzene. We take, after that cumene, we take your radial oxidation in presence of Hne or the sunlight, whatever you call it. The reactions occur by free radical mechanism, as a result of which we get, this is called the cumene hydroperoxide. Okay, this is called the cumene hydroperoxide. Now this cumene hydroperoxide, when you treat it with acidified water, you get phenol and acetone, right? So this was all about the methods of preparation of phenol. In the next video we will study the reactions of phenol and the acidic nature of phenol. So till then, keep watching on the very best.